Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari Yashodanandana Vraja Jana Ranjana Yamunatiravanachari Yashodanandana Vraja Jana Ranjana Yamunatiravanachari Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. जय श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayana Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Ruttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtaki. Krishna. We are reading from Canto 4, Chapter 29, Shloka number 66. So the chapter entitled Talks between Narada and King Pachinabarihi. 66 Shloka number. Mana eva manushyasya purva rupani shamsati bhavishyatascha badram te tataiva na bhavishyatah. Mana eva manushyasya purva rupani samshati bhavisyatascha badram te tataiva na bhavishyatah. Mana eva manushyasya purva rupani samshati bhavisyatascha badram te tataiva na bhavishyatah. Mana eva manusyasya purva rupani samshati bhavisyatasya badram te tataiva na bhavishyatah.
Mana eva
manusyasya
purva rupani shamsati
bhavishyatasya badram te
tathaiva na bhavishyatah.
Mana eva manusyasya
purva rupani samshati bhavishyatasya badram te tataiva na bhavishyatah.
Mana eva manusyasya purva rupani samsati
Bhavishyatasya badram te
tataiva na bhavishyatah.
Mana eva manusyasya purva rupani samshati bhavishyatasya badram te
tataiva na bhavishyatah.
Okay, word meaning. Manaha, the mind. Eva, certainly. Manusyasya, of a man. Purva, past. Rupani, forms. Shamsati, indicates. Bhavishyatah, of one who will take birth. Cha, also. Badram, good fortune. Te, unto you. Tata, thus. Eva, certainly. Na, not. Bhavishyatah, of one who will take birth. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada. O King, all good fortune unto you. The mind is the cause of the living entities attaining a certain type of body in accordance with its association with material nature. According to one's mental composition, one can understand what the living entity was in the past life as well as what kind of body he will have in the future. Thus, the mind indicates the past and future bodies. Purport. The mind is the index of information about one's past and future lives. If a man is a devotee of the Lord, he cultivated devotional service in his previous life. Similarly, if one's mind is criminal, he was criminal in the last life. In the same way, according to the mind, we can understand what will happen in a future life. In Bhagavad Gita 14:18, it is said, Urdvam gacchati sarvas satvasta madhye tishtanti rajasaha jaganna gunavrittistha adho gachanti tamasaha. Those situated in the mode of goodness gradually go upwards to the higher planets. Those in the mode of passion live on earthly planets, and those in the mode of ignorance go down to the hellish worlds. If a person is in the mode of goodness, his mental activities will promote him to the higher planetary system. Similarly, if he has a low mentality, his future will be most abominable. The lives of living entity in both the past and the future are indicated by the mental condition. Narad Muni is herein offering the king blessings of all good fortune so that the king will not desire anything to make plans for sense gratification. The king was engaged in fruitive ritualistic ceremonies because he hoped to get a better life in the future. Narad Muni desired him to give up all mental concoctions. As explained before, all bodies in heavenly planets and hellish planets arise from mental concoctions, and the sufferings and enjoyments of the material life are simply on the mental plane, mental platform. They take place on the chariot of the mind, Manorata. It is therefore said, Yashyasti bhaktir bhagavati akinchana sarver gunestatra samasate suraha harava bhaktasya kuto mahad guna manorate nasti davato bahi. One who has unflinching devotion for the personality of Godhead has all the good qualities of the demigods. But one who is not a devotee of the Lord has only material qualifications that are of little value. This is because he is hovering on the mental plane and is certain to be attracted by the glaring material energy. Unless one becomes a devotee of the Lord or becomes fully Krishna conscious, he will certainly hover on the mental platform and be promoted and degraded in different types of bodies. All qualities that are considered good according to the material estimation actually have no value because these so-called good qualities will not save a person from the cycle of birth and death. The conclusion is that one should be without mental desire. Anyabhilashita shunya jnana karmadi anavritam. One should be fully free from material desires, philosophical speculation, and fruitive activity. The best course for a human being is to favorably accept the transcendental devotional service of the Lord. That is the highest perfection of human life. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Mena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Mena Bhutale Swayam Rupaha Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guruho Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Krishna, is a very nice section where a lot is talked about the mind and how the living entity is carried from one lifetime to another lifetime. And the question is of this nature, how the living entity is carried from one lifetime to another lifetime, or basically the karma of the living entities. But a preacher like Narad Muni, very nicely, he actually mentions that this mind, from the mind we can understand what was the past, and in the future what we are going to be. That also we can understand through the mind. So better to perform devotional service, better not to take to sense gratification, or if somebody is thinking that okay, I'm doing so much of devotional service, a little bit of sense gratification I'll do. So then that gets into the system, and that spoils the whole path back to the spiritual world. So it is a very important thing that Krishna very clearly mentions in Bhagavad Gita. So those who have performed the pious activities, Krishna conscious activities for many lifetimes, he mentions. So, and quite a prolonged period of time, and whose system is completely cleansed of all this ones, and then those who are able to intensely remember the Supreme Lord, to such a person, he can actually get back to the spiritual world. So it is it is a very important principle. That is why we see that in all the yoga systems, one of the things that we were discussing is the yoga systems like astikam. Astikam means like to believe in the next life. We will get the result in the next life. And most of the yoga systems, if you ask the practitioner, how long are you going to take? Maybe few lifetimes I'll practice. They're confident and they're like, that's how the process is. So one has to practice, this one, the karma yoga or jnana yoga or ashtanga yoga for many lifetimes. And the practitioners are, they know why, because they study these ingredients very carefully. And now we see that a devotee, how a person becomes a devotee, it is mentioned. That means he must have been a devotee in the past life. That means he's been cultivating this mood of devotional service over a period of time, over many lifetimes. And then he may become a very absorbed person, and then he may actually get back to the spiritual world. And in fact, I remember in the Ambarish Maharaj pastime also, like Lord says, why do I become so much attracted to my devotees? Because they don't have anything else apart from me. They don't think of anything else apart from me. And when I read that, I think of so many things apart from the Lord. Why will the Lord think about me? Ye yatamam prapadyante. So in one of the morning walks, I'm just hearing morning walks now of Srila Prabhupada. So there, one Vaishnav, like I think Dr. Patel, in the Bombay, I don't know whoever it is, like he says, he argues a lot with Prabhupada, and then in one place, the point comes, why I called Vaishnav is because one place the point comes that, one poet, he actually quotes some Sanskrit, this one, he quotes a lot of Sanskrit, this person, Dr. Patel, so he quotes a Sanskrit saying that even if the Vedas say, we should not take meat. So then Prabhupada says, no, this is this is a concoction. He is not a proper devotee. So devotee means whatever the Veda says, we accept. So then this person he argues back saying that no, being a Vaishnava, I cannot take meat. Like that. So he puts it like that. So at least he considers himself to be Vaishnava, whatever it is. He was little bit, you should not speak bad about Vivekananda or this and that, and all these things also was there. So, but he thinks some kind of a Vaishnava is So the point is that he was mentioning about some kind of devotional service or some kind of remembrance of the Lord or Bhagavatam. He cites shlokas from Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita left, right. So, but Prabhupada catches one point and he says, Ye yatamam prapadyante. How much you give, that much the Lord will reciprocate. How much you are able to focus on the Lord, that much the Lord will reciprocate. That much the Lord will also think about you. So the Lord is eager to get the living entity back, but he actually is going to reciprocate based on how much we relinquish our attachment to ourselves our attachment to the material nature, and how much we desire to relinquish basically, and how much we desire to absorb ourselves in his thoughts. Accordingly he is going to reveal. So here also we see the glory of Narad Muni, that the question is something, and then he is bringing about a very solid point about how we should not be attached to the material things, and even a slight attachment, it's going to be a problem. It is going to decide our future course of action or future life and things like that. So there can be a discussion on what is, am I not legitimate to even think of this much, or am I not having the freedom to have a little bit of sense gratification? So the answer is you have complete freedom. You can do whatever you like, but then the point is that you will not be able to achieve the lotus feet of the Lord so soon. So that's the only this one. So the scriptures in that way, the scriptures are like very, very this one, very friendly, user friendly, so they don't force anything on the living entity. So but then the goal becomes a little delayed, that's all. So, and they give nice nice accommodation for everybody of different natures. So so in this connection I was just thinking about, today also we have so many appearance days and disappearance days. The Lord or the great devotees of the Lord, so they appear. So like yesterday in one of the discussions we were we were discussing on the holy name and the attachment to the holy name. So one of the things that is actually going to put a block in the attachment to the holy name is the offenses. So in that specifically we were discussing on the offense to the spiritual master. So like if at this point in time, if suddenly we are asked, why are you grateful to your spiritual master, or why are you grateful to the devotees who helped you in Krishna consciousness? So if I am spontaneously be able to, or if that is there underlying, like it is there that okay, like without them, it is not possible for me to practice Krishna consciousness. So like how am I like dependent on them, or how is, like what is the gratitude that I have towards them? So this actually, if we actually analyze this point, we understand like how much it is not offensive, means offensive to the spiritual master or considering him to be an ordinary person. So it doesn't mean that like I go and verbally or physically offend the Vaishnava. It is not like that. So it is about the offense is what I am considering a spiritual personality to be a material personality. So I may have good respect, I may have good opinion and all those things, but like I am not able to regard him as a spiritual personality. I am not able to regard him as a person through whom the mercy actually flows to me. So like he is a via medium through which like I could able to get the spiritual strength. I could able to get the grace of the Lord, mercy of the Lord. If I am not able to see that, so then the mercy is cut. Then I will not be able to relish the names of the Lord. So it is, whenever we talk about this aspect of relishing the names of the Lord, it means a lot actually. It means that we are humble. It means that we offer respects to all the Vaishnavas. It means that we consider the spiritual master Srila Prabhupada and the Parampara as transcendental personalities, and because of their mercy, I am able to appreciate Krishna consciousness, and so many things. It matters a lot. If all these things sets in place, if we regard the scriptures properly, if we regard the holy name properly, if we regard the Lord and his pastimes properly, if we regard the holy dham properly, the holy rivers properly, all these things properly, if it is happening, then only the holy name will affect. Otherwise the holy name is not going to have any effect in our system. So it will have some effect, definitely it will bring us to certain point. So whatever is available, whatever length we can cover in the Nama Parad platform, so we can cover that much. But beyond that, so we have to fix all these things. That is when we will be able to proceed, and that is why we are every day. We are reciting the offenses to the holy name. So otherwise, there is no point in reciting. There is no point in remembering this particular thing every single day, right? So it is very, very essential thing. So for a sincere devotee, like these days are also very important. So we recognize and we like always a devotee is, no devotee has to maintain his gratitude towards the great personalities in the line of disciplic succession. So, but specifically on their appearance days, we should pray to them and we should express our gratitude. It is every single person in the line, it matters a lot. This is a great treasure that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had brought. And if not for these great acharyas like who are there in the line, if not for their practice of devotional service, so it is very difficult to carry on that treasure till now. This disciplic succession is the treasure actually passed down. So when each person in the line actually relishes and actually experiences the divine treasure and then pass it on to the next generation. Otherwise it's not going to happen. So all these devotees, sometimes like devotees think that, okay, so Rupa Goswami has written some books, so we should be grateful to him. So Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj has not written any books. So that means, how will you feel grateful to that personality? So the gratitude is that, like that example that we discuss about always is that the tank of water is the reservoir of water tank, and that is the storehouse of all the mercy, and the pipeline is very, very essential. Even now, like the tap may be the receiving end where we are receiving the water, but the whole of the pipeline is very, very essential for us to get the water that we are getting. So in the same way, the whole of the parampara is very, very essential for us. Each person in the parampara is very essential for us. So that is why it is very important to express our gratitude at this on the days of appearance and disappearance. So unfortunately I have not prepared today to speak about them. So but I was just seeing that Pundrik Vidyanidhi's occasion is also there. Appearance or disappearance, Pundrik Vidyanidhi? Appearance day. So this is one thing that when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was performing his pastimes. So Pundrik Vidyanidhi is a person like very dear to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and like never there was an occasion where devotees could able to see that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went and met or something like that and all. So but then suddenly he started calling out the name of Pundrik Vidyanidhi. So he was loudly calling out Pundrik. So like he was telling like my father, like that. So when he was calling like this, so devotees all wondering like, no, we don't know any devotee like this. So why is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu calling this name? And then he was then one devotee Mukunda, like he knew that about the whereabouts of this person. So he comes from the same village kind of thing. So then Gadadhar Pandit was very much eager to meet Pundrik Vidyanidhi, and then he was taken there. And when he was taken there, so this person like was externally speaking like he was like a Vishayi, he was like a worldly person. He was having so much of servants and royal opulence and so many other descriptions are there. So which will not appreciate, which will not allow a person to appreciate that he is a devotee. So but then Gadadhar Pandit was saying, I thought like you will bring me to a person who is very devoted and remembered by Lord Chaitanya and things like that. You have taken me to Vishayi, so like you have taken me to a person who is completely absorbed in sense objects. So sense objects is called Vishaya, and Vishayi means a person who is completely absorbed in sense objects. So like you have taken me to such a person. It is for the followers of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to associate with Vishayi is equivalent to taking poison, because like we are trying to absorb ourselves, our thoughts in the thoughts of the Supreme Lord, and if we get association of a Vishayi, it is very dangerous. So it is mentioned that the association with the sense objects is dangerous, because the sense objects can trigger as to enjoy the sense object. Like for example, gulab jamun is there. So if it is kept at this point in time here, like naturally everybody will think, hey, like it's like merely ek bacha, bachna chahiye, like that. So, but that is still okay. This is still okay. If we find a person who's mad after this gulab jamun, or if he is mad after some other gulab jamun, walking gulab jamun, so then it is like very dangerous, no? Because he can transfer that attachment to us very easily. Now, when we associate with somebody, like what happens, no, is that their intensity in devotional service or their attachment to the material things, it actually transfers. So that is why, when we go and argue, when we go and preach to somebody, so we should be very careful. Their attachment to the material things should be lower than our attachment to Krishna. So only to such people we should go and preach. So if we go and preach to somebody like, Arey, like he's a materialist, no, I am a devotee. Like, no, but my attachment to the Lord is not so great as his attachment to the material things. But still I'll preach. No, I'm still in a better position. Yes, still you are in a better position, but you are not in a better position to argue with him or convince him, because his attachment to the material nature is so strong. No, he will definitely defeat us. Right? Because the nature is that whatever intensity or whatever desires that we have, like that is actually gets exchanged when we come together and when we associate and when we actually exchange things. Associate means give and take, and then engage in some give and take this one. So when we do that thing, so it is very this one. So like Gadadhar Pandit is thinking like, what kind of a person he has brought me to. So then immediately Mukunda started describing the glories of the Lord, singing the glories of the Lord from Srimad Bhagavatam, and then immediately Punrik Vidyanidhi, he could not able to contain himself, and he was so much in ecstasy, remembering the Supreme Lord. So this actually proved that he is a great personality. And then Gadadhar Pandit, he was feeling very bad that such a great Vaishnav, and I disrespected him mentally. I thought that he is a Vishayi. So then he approaches and takes initiation from him. So Punrik Vidyanidhi is none other than Vrishabhanu Maharaj in Krishna Leela, and Gadadhar Pandit is Radharani herself. So in that way, like it's an eternal relationship of father and the child, and spiritual master and disciple. So this is one instance which I know, and then few other pastimes are also there, Raghunandan Thakur and all. So one thing that we can see is that in connection with this, like I was just thinking to connect that with the current purport. So we should be grateful to such personalities who actually come in our life and who spend time to teach us Krishna consciousness, or who accept us as the disciple, or who accept us the grand disciple and things like that. So Srila Prabhupada has created this organization, and we have to be grateful to him, not just for creating the organization. We should be like we should see like what all ways in which we can actually be grateful to Srila Prabhupada. So one is that he creates the organization, he creates the books. Every day, like we are able to study all this Srimad Bhagavatam with right understanding, with right perspective. And then he had created so many devotees, like through whom we are able to get Krishna consciousness. And then he himself also is present in every single ISKCON center, in every single devotee's home, and accepts the worship and delivers the Divya Gyan. And also he is present in the this one Pranam mantra. So when we chant the Pranam mantras, like many devotees have put this things into practice, and then they give very good feedback actually. When we chant our rounds, like how to one of the checkpoints, like how to see that whether I am chanting properly or not. If the Pranam mantra section, when we, after each round, before starting another round, we chant the Pranam mantras, and if that goes without any attention, or I don't even know how did I pass through that time, so I've just crossed, that means it is pathetic rounds. It is going very bad, really bad, right? So when when the rounds change, and that time we are able to focus on the Pranam mantras properly, so then we are there. We are there in the at that moment we are actually focusing on the names of the Lord. Little better. Focus is going on, and then when Pranam mantra is chanted, it is just like abhinnatvam nama namina. In the same way, the Pranam mantra is non-different from that personality. And when we chant the Pranam mantra, and then we have the prayer to that personality. I know you are there. I know you can save. No, you can actually save me. And no, Krishna is like, has given a promise that no, if you render devotional service, I will definitely reveal myself unto you. But no, Krishna is not going to act so fast. No, he is merciful, but still, no, devotees are like, are the ways or the means through which the mercy actually comes. So I am very, very greatly dependent upon you. No, please be merciful unto me. Like, please, no, help me to understand the Supreme Lord. So then, when the devotees, no, show mercy, no, we can see that it becomes very, very faster. So in the current context, we see the mind is such an entity, no, which transforms over a period of time. No, in the past life, many, many lifetimes, no, you have performed something, and those impressions are there, and over a period of time the mind starts acting in a different way, right? So the cultivation of the mind, it takes a lot actually. And no, in this way we are going to take a lot of lifetimes, no, to practice and to attain the ultimate goal. But Srila Prabhupada says in this very lifetime you can actually attain the goal. So how is it possible? So on what guarantee he is speaking this? The guarantee is his own mercy. No, otherwise, no, we cannot expect this thing to happen. No, we cannot. It's the mercy of the devotees. It's the mercy, no, that actually flows in the parampara. No, that is the thing through which we are able to actually, no, have such high goal. Otherwise, left to ourselves, no, we cannot have such goal. It's a dependent goal. No, it's a goal that is dependent on the mercy of such great personalities. It is a goal that is dependent on the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So always we should understand that we have an high aspiration to get something very, very fantastic. No, but on what basis? No, what is the no, precondition, or what is the basis on which, like, I am actually having such a lofty goal? The basis is the mercy, no, of the great souls, no, in the parampara. The mercy, the basis is the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Panchatattva. So that is why, no, in the chanting of the names of the Lord, so we always chant the pranam mantra of the spiritual master Srila Prabhupada and Panchatattva mantra, and sometimes we chant the Panchatattva mantra like many times also, right? So like, and this is the basis. Hare Krishna mantra in itself, no, in one lecture my spiritual master says that there was one person like who was chanting, no, Hare Krishna mantra for a long time, and no, but he was not in touch with devotees and all. So he came and he met Guru Maharaj, no, sometime, and then and then like he expressed like, I am also chanting, but I am not getting any result and things like that. So then Guru Maharaj advised that no, you should chant Panchatattva mantra before. So then he learned that and he chanted, and after some time he came and told that no, it's really amazing, like chanting is really amazing. So no, this means like for all those no, who are chanting and they are not finding it very amazing, that means like no, we are not chanting Panchatattva mantra properly. No, so no, if we are properly chanting, so they are very eager to give the mercy. No, they are actually finding ways and means like how to actually give mercy to various souls. So it is very, very essential that we have faith in the basic processes that we do, right? So we should have the faith in this like very simple processes, that has been given to us by our predecessors. So sometimes we see that people go behind so many different Gayatri mantras, so many different special mantras, and so many different stuffs. Thinking that, oh, what is given is so ordinary. It's like itna zyada useful nahi hai. Actually speaking, different Gayatri mantras and different kinds of procedures, they have certain limitations to them. They cannot function absolutely. So they have to chant the Gayatri mantras, you need to come to a certain level, and the Gayatri mantras can actually take us to a certain level. So it cannot take us beyond that point. And the main thing is the name of the Lord is non-different from the Lord. And we are gifted with the name, the Hare Krishna mantra, which contains both the Lord's name and Srimati Radharani's name, right? So both the names are contained in that, and that's the highest. We cannot expect something more higher than this. And more amazing is that the Panchatattva mantra. So just now we told, this is like one difficulty devotees have in ISKCON classes. Prabhuji abhi bol rahe hain, like Hare Krishna mantra is the highest. And now you are about to tell that Panchatattva mantra is even more highest. This is a difficulty, like, ठीक से बताओ, like, होश में आके बताओ, like, कौन सा highest है. Right? So devotees have sometimes this difficulty, तो कौन सा highest है. So, no, see, Hare Krishna mantra is the highest, definitely. And Panchatattva mantra, why it is more highest, is because the Hare Krishna mantra cannot be approached without the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, right? So now like Prime Minister or like some big person is the highest, right? And his secretary, he is working like overtime to get our proposal done. Like now who's highest, you tell? No, directly you go to Prime Minister is the highest or Chief Minister is the highest, like you directly go to him. He will not even recognize you, no? But the secretary is working like very hard to get our proposal done, and whatever the secretary tells, the Prime Minister will not object. No, now you tell like who is highest. Secretary. Age is तो हम बोल रहे हैं class में. So, but people misunderstand us saying that, no, you tell somebody is highest and somebody else is highest in every class. No, whichever personality comes, he becomes the highest. So it is because of this thing that somebody is highest. No, Krishna is definitely the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the absolute truth, the topmost entity. Asamurtva, like he doesn't have anybody equal or greater than him. But still, the devotees are higher than him. Why? Because they can deliver Krishna. Krishna says, Amar Krishna dite paro, tomara shakati ache. So that is why it is very important to actually chant the Panchatattva mantra, because on our own, what is the qualification do we have to approach the absolute truth, the Supreme Personality of Godhead? It's very difficult for us. So, but if we can get a reference through which they can probably recommend us, so then it is very nice. But if we can get a reference, like who will definitely recommend us, but he doesn't have so much of say to the say with the Supreme Lord. So then still it is good, like somebody is there, very close to the Lord, he is going to recommend us. And if we have a reference, where the person is having like a lot of influence and the Lord will listen to him, so then it is even more better. And if we have a reference, like is the same Lord in the mood of giving himself out, that's like ultimate actually. So it is the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is so amazing. Like what is the guarantee he can deliver Krishna? Because he is Krishna himself. What is that? Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya. So like he is Krishna, Krishna Chaitanya. So there is good guarantee that he is going to give Krishna. But if he is telling that I'll give Krishna, definitely he can give, because he has the right and he has the whatever he is telling that I'm going to sell, he has the product, we know for sure. and he is in the mood of giving also. In the land, when we are going to purchase land, sometimes like nice land is there, so he is the proper owner also. And after that, like we ask this question, is he willing to sell? So and then he is willing to sell, so then we go inside. And then after that, we in the discussion we get to know, is he a pious person? Will he reduce the price for a good cause? Like that. So like that we see that here Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has the product, he has Krishna. And then like is he willing to give? Oh, he is willing to give. And how much is he going to take? He is going to take free. And I'm not interested. No, because you inquired, even if you are not interested, he is going to give. Such a kind of a land dealer, if we get, or a landowner, if we get, it will be nice. Even if you are not interested, just because you inquired, I'll give. So, so like this is very, very amazing situation. So we should take it very seriously. Before taking the names of the Hare Krishna mantra, so we should take the names of Panchatattva mantra very seriously, and we should beg this one. We should beg their mercy, and then when we chant, we will see some difference. We will see that the chanting is actually relishable, and chanting is actually a thing that we can actually do. And anytime I pick up my mala, I can without much of thought, like I can just no, do 6-7 rounds, no, aram se. Matlab like, no, we are good in chanting. No, we are actually having the proper this one, proper way we are approaching the Supreme Lord. So then, no, otherwise, like, no, Krishna is like sugar candy. No, but I don't like to be with him. No, I don't like to taste him. So that means what? Like, no, actually, like we have not been able to taste the sugar candy, right? So it is very essential that we should progress in this direction. So in today's purport, we see that people in the Manoratha, in the plane of mental, this one. So it is not very much solidly considered. So in the mental plane, sometimes they may be good, sometimes they may be bad, and things like that. So the one of the instructions that is given to us, by Srimad Bhagavatam and also through our authorities, is that we should not too much glorify a materialistic person's good qualities, and we should not too much blaspheme or not discuss about a materialistic person's bad qualities. Why is it so? Because it is temporary, it is not in connection with Krishna, and it is like, it doesn't have any value at all. So why it doesn't have any value? Because it is just on the plane of Manoratha. It is just on the plane of mind, and the mind is going to change its course of action based on its Karanam Guna Sangosya. And this person, what did he do to earn that good quality? He just associated with the material nature. And this person, what did he do to get this bad quality? He just associated with the material nature. So that's all. Based on the association, like he just acquired some quality. And what is, like, is it a quality of this person? No, it is just the material quality, and it's just going to be there temporarily. So then, if the moment he associates with another modes of nature, and over a period of time, his nature will keep changing. So there is no point. It is worth discussing about his transient and temporary qualities that he has acquired from the material nature. So in that way, like, it is not considered to be of a great value, right? So. Yasyasti bhaktir bhagavati akinchana sarvair gunesh tatra samasate suraha. So in that way, we see that a devotee, he has good qualities. So what are these good qualities? Where are these good qualities coming from? Where are these good qualities coming from? From the Lord. Because he's been favored by the internal potency of the Lord. He is Shriman. We call Shriman. What is the meaning of this word Shriman? And one who has been blessed by the internal potency of the Lord, one who is having certain good qualities, right? So till now we were talking about like a living entity having bad qualities or material qualities. It is a blessings upon him by the material nature, right? So because he's got in touch with the material nature and he has got these qualities. And now we are telling that because he has got in touch with Krishna, he's been favored by the goddess of fortune, and he is displaying some good qualities, spiritual qualities. So now this is also not his qualities. Why should we glorify a devotee for his good qualities? Why should we glorify a devotee for his good qualities?
And he will grow himself also.
Huh?
He will grow himself.
What is it?
You are saying, Prabhuji, that we have to glorify the devotee.
Why should we glorify? Because it is not his quality, no?
He will grow his quality.
Things are there, Prabhuji.
He will grow, or Lord will bestow the qualities?
By praising those qualities will turn in us also.
Or maybe
And for one reason, and we know that Krishna is the source of all qualities, we are indirectly praising Krishna.
Actually, it is very important that we see the hand of Krishna in every area. So we see that Krishna has bestowed all these qualities upon him. And then he has been a nice devotee. He has been maintaining a very good, favorable attitude of service. And that is why Krishna was moved to bestow upon these qualities upon him, right? Or he would have been an object of prayer, he would have been like some devotee has prayed for him that he may get these good qualities, and the Lord has desired to bestow good qualities upon him. So in this way, we see that he has been an object of mercy of the Lord, So for that, like we glorify the devotee, and also we see the hand of the Lord, no, in this one. It is the Lord's mercy. No, he is a Krishna Kripa Murti, right? So Krishna Kripa Murti means what? What is Krishna Kripa Murti? Mercy of Krishna. So he is, no, he has received the mercy of Krishna. So that is the whole point. No, that's the point of this one. We should not glorify a devotee, thinking, saying that he is the origin of that qualities. No, he is being bestowed upon these good qualities by the Supreme Lord. So in that way, we actually whenever there is a discussion of devotee, naturally the discussion of the Lord actually starts, because the devotee is, all that he is made of is the mercy of the Lord. So he is naturally the discussion of the Lord actually comes. So in that way, and also one thing is material things, the material things acts temporarily, but Krishna consciousness acts permanently. So now in this case, like we also have the cases like devotee may fall down, from the position. So then, even the devotional qualities that he has acquired, that is also temporary only, if he falls down. What is this one? What is the argument for this? Yeah. So that is a guarantee given by the Lord. Even if my devotee falls down, I will make sure I will get him back, and when he gets back, he will start from where he has left. So in that way, whatever the qualities that the devotee acquires, it is permanent, right? So it is something like very permanent. So talking about that and glorifying that, and it is personally an act that is performed by the internal potency of the Lord, these good qualities that are bestowed. So because of all these reasons, like it is worth glorifying. So because it is a meditation on the internal potency of the Lord, because it's meditation on the grace of the Lord personally. So the material qualities, it is not very much it is not very much needed to be glorified or meditated upon. Like, why? Because this is not personally bestowed upon by the Lord. He has made a system, karanam guna sangosya, and you associate with the gunas and you acquire the gunas. So it is not something very personally bestowed upon by the Lord, and it is also from the material nature, which is temporary, which doesn't have a permanent relation with this living entity, right? So in this way, like the material harava bhaktasya kuto mahad guna manorathena asti davato bahi. So a person who is not a devotee of the Lord, the good qualities or the bad qualities that he possesses on the material plane, it is not much of this one. Kuto mahad gunan. So he doesn't have any, he has not earned anything, because he is just there, having something very temporary, right? So, unless one becomes a devotee of the Lord or becomes fully Krishna conscious, he will certainly hover on the mental plane and be promoted and degraded in different types of lives. All qualities that are considered good according to material estimation actually have no value, because these so-called good qualities will not save a person from the cycle of birth and death. The conclusion is that one should be without mental desire. So desires on the plane of mind, which is infected by the three modes of nature. And anyabhilashita shunyam jnana karmadhya anavritam. So one should be fully free from material desires, philosophical speculation, and fruitive activity. So this is also very nice, that when we talk about the whole lot of possibility of desires that we can have, so one is that the completely sinful desire, and then dharmic desire of enjoying the material world, but I will acquire it in a dharmic way, and then desire for liberation and desire for siddhis. These are all the things that are there. So, and then desire to serve the Lord exclusively, for His pleasure. And there are mixed desires are there, the desires mixed with these things. So, but whenever we talk about purity, we should know the definition of contamination. Contamination means desiring to satisfy my senses, desiring for liberation, and desiring for siddhis. Bhukti, mukti, siddhi, kami, sakali ashanta. Krishna bhakta nishkama atayeva shanta. So these are the contaminations. Categorically, these are the contaminations. We may have these contaminations and combinations in many, many different ways, but if I know what is contamination, then I can understand what is purity. I can go towards purity. The contamination is desire for sense gratification, desire for liberation, and desire for siddhis or yogic siddhis. So in this way, if we avoid these things, then what remains? or if we avoid these things and perform the bhajan, so then we can actually expect very quick results. So if we have any of these tinges, so it is like it is like an anchor that is put, and the ship cannot or the boat cannot move, because of the anchor, right? So in this way, like, we will not make tremendous progress, or it will take many lifetimes of progress. So so desire for liberation, desire for sense gratification is more dangerous, because it will give when we have desire for sense gratification, the perfection is attained in many lifetimes. And if the desire for sense gratification is not there, if desire for liberation only is there, so, and we are performing devotional service, we will attain perfection in 1 or 2 lifetimes. But then we will not be able to attain the perfection of going back to the Goloka Vrindavan. That is a block that is there. And if we don't have desire for sense gratification, and if we don't have desire for liberation, and if we execute devotional service very intensely, so then it is mentioned that immediately the devotee starts living in Goloka Vrindavan, or immediately he attains that consciousness, right? So it is very essential that when we clear these things, why the mind also takes so much time to transform, because of the anchor that is there on these contaminated entities, the contaminated desires or practices. So that is why it takes a long time. But exclusive Krishna consciousness, Tivrena Bhakti Yogena Yajeta Purusham Param. So when Bhagavatam describes this, like when we do this thing, and this is also blessings, Tivrena Bhakti Yogena, how it will come. So it is a blessings upon us by the Lord, and blessings specifically of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and that blessings coming down in the parampara. So because that Tivra Bhakti, what Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu demonstrated and gifted us, is really very amazing. And that is possible, we will be able to get that. Somebody may think, okay, Tivra Bhakti, I will start doing Tivra Bhakti from today. Kuch nahi hone wala hai. It is not possible, So Bhakti or the Lord, we cannot forcibly get. The moment we understand something, that is there, that is going to be really very powerful, immediately we should ask, the next question should be, this one action point is not that I will do it. That should not be the action point. The action point is who has it, and like, how can I get it, from him? So how can I get these blessings from him? So, and the immediate action point is that I'm going to serve this person, and I'm going to pray to this person, and I'm going to hanker for this mercy from this person. So then I will be able to get it. So this is the way in which we approach Krishna conscious gifts. So we are not going to say, okay, now I got to know, मैं मेहनत करने वाला हूँ इसके लिए, कुछ नहीं होने वाला, मेहनत करते रहो, lifetime after lifetime, कुछ करते रहो, कुछ नहीं होने वाला है, So it is, if I know that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu can bestow the mercy, and like he will be pleased if I serve him in the parampara, so I'm just going to do that, and I'm going to pray to him, and I'm going to eagerly wait for the mercy, not demanding, but having a deep attachment to get that mercy. Right? So this, when we have these combinations, so then it makes, then it works very tremendously. Right? So with this, I pause today's discussion. Any questions or comments you can take.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you for the lecture. So Prabhu, I had a question regarding the offenses. So in morning that we recite all the, like we warn ourselves of all the offenses. The 10th offense, like not to have complete faith in holy name and to maintain material attachments. Prabhuji, this offense though, like it's a very obvious offense. Like we do not have a faith. We do not have faith. So it's catch-22 situation. Like because you have this offense, you won't get the taste in the holy name, and because you do not have the taste in the holy name, this will continue.
So the good thing is, even Nama Parad is also considered a stage in the practice. So that is a very good aspect. So like by that also we will get promoted. And then if we consider the promotion, like what is the way to get promoted to the next level? So any idea what is the way to get promoted to the next level? Continue chanting. Any other parameter, any other thing that needs to be added to this?
Avoid the offenses and
He's telling that that offense is very difficult to avoid. So like how to overcome this particular thing. So mercy and also having a sincere desire to overcome that. No? So the Lord likes, no, Lord is called as Varadaraj. No? He is like, no, just like किसी का nature होता है कि, no, what is it, be very jealous. किसी का nature होता है कि like be very critical. No, ऐसा like Lord का nature होता है कुछ देने का. You know, जब भी भगवान आते हैं like कुछ मांगो देने का अच्छा लगता है मुझे. You know, the Lord likes to give. So that is the nature of the Lord. You know, and if you have a desire and that desire is spiritual and that is a desire in line in the parampara, no, then the Lord likes to give. No, so if we want to overcome this particular one, actually speaking, like if we analyze each of the offenses, we will see that ki, like first offense, like some offense like kari everything is difficult to overcome, right? So, but then this one is the desire to overcome the offense, and then the procedures like we have been promising again and again, so we will soon come up with this course of Harinam Chintamani. So there it is very, very nicely given, every single offense, how, what are the steps that we need to take, to overcome this offense. It is very, very essential. And this particular offense also, like having material desires, even after understanding the glories of the holy name. So this is also very important. If we practice the Krishna consciousness properly, as mentioned, as the procedures mentioned. So the first two things that are supposed to appear is Shubhada and Kleshagni. So why Kleshagni? Because the klesha, from what is the source of the klesha? The source of the misery is that ehi samsparshaja bhoga dukkha yona evate. So when I have material desires, when I like keep engaging my senses and the sense objects in the this one in contact, so then the miseries keeps coming. And first step of advancement in Krishna consciousness is that a devotee becomes satisfied with the practice of Krishna consciousness, right? So then the auspiciousness sets in his life, and then Kleshagni, the miseries actually subsides because he has stopped associating with the sense objects, with the mood of exploitation. Now he likes, this is one very important practice every devotee should do. Even if it is so small, like offering flowers, things which we don't meditate so much about gratifying ourselves. Offering a gulab jamun before offering, like, already meditate kar chuke hai. So, but offering a flower, offering a tulsi, like, we don't meditate so much of, like exploiting a flower, right? So it is very nice. Like, these services we should try to do. Trying to offer some flowers to the Lord. While plucking the flowers or while collecting the flowers, thinking that, I'm doing this for the pleasure of the Lord. And then while offering the flowers, I'm so grateful to you, my Lord. Like, Lakshmi ji is serving you and I'm trying to serve the very same service I'm getting. I'm very, very grateful to you. You allowed me to render this service to me, right? So like this, when we meditate in this way and offer this service, we will start feeling some kind of a bliss in our heart. And that is this one, and also like spending time taking the darshan of the Lord. In IBC, like the Lord is always very nicely decorated because we have a picture of the Lord who's nicely decorated, and today especially like amazingly decorated. Who decorated today? Amazing. So very nice decoration is there. So we can actually meditate on the form of the Lord, right? And Srila Prabhupada mentions that when we take darshan of the Lord, and appreciate the beauty of the Lord, then our attachment to the material things get cut, right? So in this way, we can actually fulfill, or we can actually overcome that particular offense. Maintaining material desire. Why we maintain material desire? Because we are not able to get any taste in the process of bhakti. And when we sincerely do all the angas of bhakti, what is mentioned, definitely we will get taste. Our acharyas are not cheating us, right? So even though we have offenses, forcibly they'll give some taste. So like kuch na kuch to denge. And then they will make us work towards that thing. So it is going to be a very nice process actually in that way. Right? So we are salesmen, we have to defend the product. So in that way, like we will get that. We will definitely get that this one. Definitely we will progress towards that direction. We will be able to avoid those offenses. Hare Krishna. Any other questions?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you Prabhuji for the wonderful lecture. So Prabhuji, you talked about that the goal of going back to Godhead is actually a dependent goal, and that depends upon the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, Guru Shishya Parampara. Uh, so on one hand, the Guru Shishya Parampara, all the devotees, Srila Prabhupada, they are very infinitely merciful. They want to give mercy to all the devotees, even though people might not want it. On the other hand, there is our own efforts in bhakti that we have to put. So how much we should intensify our bhakti that we please the devotees, that this dependent goal is achieved?
Just like, we one very important thing, practical aspect, coming to the practical plane, is that I just have to do what the Acharya wanted me to do. Like Srila Prabhupada wants Krishna consciousness to be spread. Srila Prabhupada wants books to be distributed. Srila Prabhupada wants us to do certain aspects which are very clear, and even though whether I like or not, I just perform these things which Srila Prabhupada wants. And then I pray to Srila Prabhupada. You see, like, I've been doing all that you want, and I'm associating with devotees. I'm serving in some like Krishna conscious project, and I'm also trying to distribute books, and I'm trying to preach the message of Krishna consciousness to best of my ability. And I'm studying your books, and I'm understanding what is your mood and mission, and I'm trying to fulfill all those things. Please bestow your mercy upon me. Please reveal the Supreme Lord to me. I don't know about like the Supreme Lord, so please be merciful unto me. So this is the way we approach. Our endeavor and effort is that, like, we from the readings and from the lectures, we understand the goal is Krishna, and we have to develop attraction to Krishna. But Durdaiva Mihajani Nanuraha. So I don't have attraction to Krishna, and I've been asked practically to avoid offenses, and they have some practical steps. And I have been asked to render some devotional service. That is also very, very practical. Offering a flower is practical. Distributing a book is practical. Or even, like desiring to distribute and getting onto street is practical. So all these things is practical. And with that practical aspects, after doing all these practical aspects, having a prayer to that personality. I'm sincerely trying to do all that I can do within my capacity. Please be merciful, and please bestow your, please reveal the Lord unto me. Krishna se tomar, Krishna dete paro, tomara shakti ache. And they'll be very, very happy. So कुछ काम नहीं किया, ऐसे जाके लाइक प्रे कर रहे हैं, तो तो लाइक आचार्य सोचेंगे कुछ करके आओ. मैं इतना कुछ बोला हूँ. Mercy is there in my instructions. And when we fulfill the instructions, or when we try to even fulfill the instructions, Prabhupada's life, that's what he mentions. I just simply tried to fulfill the instructions of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. So the goal is not to fulfill the instructions of the spiritual master. Goal is to sincerely give a try to fulfill the try to fulfill the instruction of spiritual master. And then we go and offer a prayer. So the heart will be so softened. They will be ready to bestow the mercy upon us. And that's how to access this one. It's quite practical, actually. Right. Hare Krishna. So I think we will. This one. See, one thing which I've heard from my seniors is that Krishna gives some kind of a taste in the beginning, and then later on, the taste goes off. So it is technically also, it can be explained, because in the beginning, like many times I shared this thing, So one of my Muslim colleague, I had chicken pox, and then I used to play the Mahamantra very, very slowly, in my office desk. Generally, nobody will be able to hear. And then generally, I'll be the first person to go to the office. So I will. Once people enter into, so what happens is this slow chanting of Hare Krishna mantra, Prabhupada done, so that in the night time when nobody is there, so the sound multiplies and it goes into the AC ducts, and then morning somebody comes, like they'll get a kind of a very divine atmosphere actually. So what happened, like when I used to go first, like the moment a human interaction happens, so the moment a person goes inside, we have a capacity to absorb the sound vibration. So that is why good acoustics for a hall is many people are there, so that itself is a good acoustics. The reverberation will not be there because we have a sound absorbing capacity. So whenever I used to go to the office, these sound levels will go down, and next person who comes, like they will not feel that much. So when I was having chicken pox, I was not going to office for 1 month, and this lady was coming, Muslim lady. She was the second person to come every time. So she was the first person this time, and she was getting that like real vibration of the holy name actually. And then when I came back, she was telling, Hari, you see this, the thing that you're playing, it is like so powerful. Even in the night, every time, like it is just completely going on in my mind. Constantly it is going on in my mind. And then, so like, and then she was telling that, it is, I feel nice, but it is, I'm just trying to get it out, I'm not able to. So then I was like so much alarmed. I went to my mentor, Prabhuji, kuch to ho raha hai. I have sacrificed so many friends and I have sacrificed so many things. And then I'm trying to chant and only sense-gratificatory thoughts come in the mind. And this person is a meat eater. And unko, like, she's trying to take out the Hare Krishna mantra, she's not able to. So what is happening? Kya chal raha hai idhar? So then he mentioned this point that is when he mentioned this point that, see, like this person, though she may be a meat eater, but she's not an offender. But you are living with the devotees, and there is every chance that you consider spiritual things as material, and then there is every chance that you commit an offense. So the effect of the holy name actually reduces, right? So initially we get, why is this booster? Because we are not offensive. And in fact, anybody we see, like, oh, this person is a sadhu, he's a pure devotee maybe. Everybody looks to be a pure devotee. And then because of that appreciation, we also make tremendous progress in Krishna consciousness. And again, to come to that innocent position, it takes many lifetimes or many years. Again, to get to that initial level of innocence, is very, very difficult. One devotee getting to know this point, he kept changing temple every 3 months. I don't want to be a senior devotee in any temple. Then also he didn't progress. So we have to come to a spiritual plane, to accidentally we can avoid offenses, but to consciously avoid the offenses, we have to come to the spiritual plane, right? So that is something that you have to work on. So in that way, I think, does it answer your question? Your question, okay. So this one, the desires of sense gratification, it's it is our natural desire. And also another very important aspect in this is, initially what we get attracted to may be on the material plane. We like some nice music, or we like some nice this one, and material things cannot give us satisfaction for a long time. It's a new thing that I'm entered into, and that can attract me for some time. So only when I connect with Krishna and connect deeply with some spiritual entities, then I can keep getting satisfaction from that source forever. Material things can give me satisfaction for some time. New marriage, new house, new car, everything will give satisfaction for some time. After that, it is just a saying that is there in the Tamil, just and new slipper and all those things will give satisfaction for some time. After that, Purana ho jayenge, satisfaction khatam. No, and no, we have like I think no, you took some nice pastime in the yatra. So story of Yayati, how he was like he had so much of satisfaction, but the very same thing that gave him satisfaction is not giving satisfaction anymore. No, that's the nature of material. This one. So even in Krishna conscious practices, if you are attracted to material things, it's okay to on board. But then very soon we should develop our attraction to Krishna conscious entities. Krishna, the holy name, the Bhagavatam. We should start developing we should start practicing sadhana to develop attachment to these entities. So then those entities can keep us nourished all the time. Some nice tune and nice external behavior of devotees and things like that. We have just accessed the externals. Those externals cannot satisfy us for a long time. Like that. So we will stop here. Grantraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.